nobody on this road that can save your soul. Almost lost control now. Tell me what you need in a friend and now. Pray that we endure to the end again. I'm just saying that I'm here for you. When the world turn against you, I'ma be with you. Got my sword in my hand, you can count on me. I won't run and hide, fight mightily.
Waiting on O.F.I. See the Jacob, I'm the apple of my father's eye. I learned the truth for who I was and it made me cry. If I don't keep the laws of Yah, then I'm gonna die. Living curses, but I'm edifying in my verses. Prepare the hearses for the heathens who be steady learning.
Shalom, Kala Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashiach, Malak Yahushai. Shalom, saints. All praises for another blessed day. Lord allowed us to make it through today and to another day. All praise to the Most High. I'm going to get into a quick edification. All praise to the Most High through the power of Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The video is titled Pride on the Right-Hand Side. Now, I know I messed up the spelling in the title, right? It says pride in the right-hand side, but it's supposed to say on. So all praise to the Most High. Lessons still going to come out through the Spirit, Lord willing. Pride on the right-hand side. So we're just going to get into a couple precepts about how you can have the right kind of pride, right? Pride usually, is talked about or regarded in a negative sense, because being proud negatively, being, stuck up, as they will say in the world, or being puffed up, a lack of humility, all those things are usually, pertaining to or closely related to, in conversation sense, pride. But pride can be on the right-hand side, and we should have righteous pride. Not in a negative sense, not in a sinful sense, not with a lack of humility, but you should have righteous pride about yourself and about being proud to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because it's a blessing. It's a real blessing, and we're fortunate to be in this spot and have the opportunity and the chance to seek Yahweh's face, to serve Him, to walk after Yahushai to the best of our ability, and to strive and make progression in this truth, Lord willing. So pride on the right-hand side is what we're going to be going into, because, listen, man, you got to have some pride about yourself. Because if you don't, then you're not going to you care less about your walk if you don't take some pride in yourself. Remember, not left-hand side pride, but pride on the right-hand side, righteous pride, man. Be proud of this truth. Be proud to serve the Lord. Be proud to wear your fringes. Be proud that you are doing things that are contrary to what the world will want you to do. Be proud of that, right? Be proud that you know who your forefathers are. Be proud, be happy, be excited, be elated to know, to have the blueprint, and that the Lord has blessed you with eyes to see and ears to hear, to read and hear correctly. So there's things that we can be proud of on the right-hand side, right? Now let's get into it. Proverbs, we're going to get right into it. Proverbs 22. From the top, it says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold. So when it comes to this truth, you want to have a good name. You want to have a name that you can be proud of. That's righteous pride. That's pride on the right-hand side. When someone is mentioning you, or you come up in someone's conversation and they say, you know what, that brother, that sister, hey, they're proud to know. They're proud to affiliate with you. They're proud to be able to, be in their presence. You could be proud to be in their presence, and not in a sense of like they worshiping you, or you worshiping them, or you in awe of them, or vice versa. It's just taking some pride in who you are in this truth, being a servant of the Most High, and taking some pride in the name that you carve out for yourself in this truth. You don't want to be known as the brother or the sister who's always got some trouble going on. Or when brothers and sisters see you coming, they like, ah, here come this brother. What is he about to say next? Oh my goodness. Here he come, here she come, about to make everybody feel uncomfortable. Oh, there go that one brother that was, and then he was doing this and he was doing that. He's always got something going on. You want to make a good name for yourself, man, and it's true. That's why it says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. I'd rather have a good name. I'd rather the Most High to view me as a good man, as a righteous man, than to have any type of material, things of material value on this whole earth. And that's all. That's what we all should be striving for. So there is pride that you can have on the right hand side. There's good pride. Take some pride in your walk, man. Take some pride in how you look when you go out to the highways and byways to teach the sheep. Take some pride in how you carry yourself, how you talk to your brothers and sisters, how you come off to one another, man. Take some pride in that. There's nothing wrong with that, and you're actually supposed to do it. You should be proud of having the opportunity, the chance, the grace, and the mercy to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, let's move on. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 from the top, right? It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. So, you know how proud Jake and all these other nations upon the earth are in the day of their birth. You got people taking the day off of work. You got people taking the week off of work. You got people saying, this is my birthday month. I'm about to turn up. You got people who are ready to hurt somebody if they don't get them nothing for their birthday. That's not the type of pride that we're talking about. This precept literally says, in the day of death than the day of one's birth. Hey, if you dying for a righteous cause, be proud of that. Be proud that you were blessed with the opportunity to die for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's sake. It might come a day where a lot of it is going to come a day where a lot of us are going to have to pass on, are going to have to die. But guess what? That would be a proud death. You know how they say in the world, in Esau's army, if I get shot down in the line of fire, and I'm at battle, and I get taken down like a warrior, that's something that I could be proud of. But see, that's unrighteous pride. That's pride on the left hand side, because Esau is proud. Esau is puffed up. Esau thinks he is the Most High. That's why the book of Obadiah tells us he exalts himself like the eagle, man. He's got that wicked folly pride. We talking about taking pride in yourself and who you are as a man, woman, or child in this truth. By Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushai. A good name is better than precious ointment. Y'all really kind of like peep what it's really saying here. Back in the ancient world, stuff like ointments, even things like sugar and flour and certain spices and certain colors even were scarce. Not always scarce, but sometimes, but they just held greater value, right? They just held greater value. So a good name is better than precious ointment. It's better than like olive oil was a precious thing back then. A good name is better than 10,000 tons of olive oil. You want to have a good name in this truth, man. Take some pride in yourself, man. Don't be coming to camp or coming to the feast days and you just looking like whatever and smelling like whatever, man. Get you some nice garments. Put you some nice garments on, man. Put you some nice fringes on your stuff, man. Spend the money if Lord willing. If the Lord has blessed you with it, don't you want to spend money on this, and this, and then when it come time for the feast day, you want to put on an old garment. Now, Lord forbid anybody take that in the wrong way, because you have what you have. So if that's all that you know what I mean, then you can kind of put two and two together that I wouldn't be talking about that. You could still be proud in that old garment that you have to wear. Just proud that you even have fringes, right? Everybody's situation is different. I don't want that to be taken the wrong way. All I'm saying is really have some pride in yourself, how you carry yourself in this truth. We got to talk more about that because it's not so much about the appearance all the time. We're going to get into a precept or two where it is, it shows that it is sometimes about the appearance, but it's not always about that. It's about who you are in this truth too. If you're genuine, if you can be responsible in this truth, if you can be accountable in this truth, if people can count on you in this truth. You want to have brothers and sisters say, I know when I pick up the phone to call such and such, hey, they're going to have some good exhortation for me. They're going to have this to say. They're going to have that to say. You want to be that brother or sister that person is talking about. And that starts with first, obviously, fear of the Most High, right? And then have some pride. Have some pride in yourself, man. Pride on the right hand side, Lord Widow. All right, let's get on to the next precept. Salakia, bear with me for a second. We're going to get into the next precept, KJV. I pull this Bible. Oh, Salakia. 1611 KJV. Bear with me for a second. I just want to use the online version. Oh man, I've never seen this one. Hold on, Salakia. All praises. Maybe this is it. No, that's not the one I'll be using. Bear with me. All praise to the Most High. I think this might be it. Here we go. All praises. All right, let's get into it. So we're going to Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 29 and 30. It says, a man may be known, oh, Salaki, I wasn't sharing it. Verse 29 and 30. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. So if you don't have any pride in yourself, you're not going to have any pride in the way you look. You're not going to take the way that you look seriously. And a man, according to the Bible, a man can be known by his look. Just the way that you look. That's why we take it seriously how we look when we go out to the highways and byways. And not in a sense of vanity, not in a sense of materialistic, because you can flirt along those lines, when you not now you're trying to make it all about how you look. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying be clean when you go out there, man. Be clean when you go to the feast days. Be clean when you go out into the world and you just talking to brothers and sisters about this truth and you trying to edify them. Have your fringes on. Look nice if you can, Lord willing. And don't, and it's not even about all just about what you have on, because it's also just going into your body language. Look like you joyful to be in this truth. I know brothers and sisters have hard days, long days. You got this going on, you got that going on. But just try to count it all joy and take some pride in how you're looking because you're always being watched. And a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance. Your countenance is going into like your expression, how you're coming off. Your countenance. People can tell if your countenance is down because you'll be kind of looking like depressed. You'll be kind of looking defeated. People can tell when your countenance is up because you kind of walking with some pride in yourself, man. Looking like a man of the Lord. It says when thou meetest him, it says a man's attire. A man's attire. That's going directly into what a man is wearing. You can tell a man, listen, you know how I know you can tell a man who he is from how he's wearing? Because if you walk up and you see a man wearing a dress and he's got a purse on, you're going to immediately know what kind of man that is. If you walk up and you see a man with his pants hanging all off his behind, uh, whatever kind of shirt on, graphic, foul, nasty graphics all on his shirt, naked women and all that, you're gonna know exactly what kind of man that is. It says, and excessive laughter and gait shew what he is. Now, this isn't, I hope nobody get confused. This isn't saying that a brother can be laughing and still known for the right things or still, have a good name in this truth. Yahweh Shem Shai. It's going into excessive laughter like that's just all you do. You never can take anything serious. Here we are on the highways and byways, we dealing with the sheep. It's a serious situation going on. A brother or sister is sharing with us that they may have lost somebody or they've been going through some real tough tribulation, and you next to the brother that's teaching and you're laughing. You're just laughing it up. You can't stop. Just hysterically, and you tears all down your gut hurting. You just a damn fool in the moment, Salakia. You're just acting like a damn fool. Uh, and you can be known by that. You can be known by excessive laughter. You can't be serious about nothing, man. You don't take anything serious. Everything is a joke to you. But everything's not a damn joke all the time, man. And it's not always time to damn joke either. It's a lot here for my language. But nonetheless, this is just going into having some righteous pride in yourself. Because you are, whether you understand this or not, you are a representative of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You're a representative of this truth. And people who aren't in this truth, some people know about what we do. They know that we are in what they would say the truth. We walk a different walk than them, and they have us under a microscope because they want to catch us doing something we're not supposed to be doing, saying something we're not supposed to be saying, looking a way that we're not supposed to be looking, so they can, oh, there goes those black Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, they doing this and this and that. They want to be able to say something, man. You're a representative of this truth. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh Shai, the Holy Spirit, your forefathers, your foremothers. You're a representative of all of those, of all those things, all those beings. The Most High God. You're a representative of the Most High God and what He has done for you and brought you into this truth. So take some pride in that, man. If you can't take pride in that, what can you take pride in? Right? All praise to the Most High. Let's move on. We're going to get Proverbs chapter 10. Salaki. All right, Khan. Look like they got all of the versions. Yep, ESV. That's what I want. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 9 in the ESV. Sometimes we go through and go to a couple different translations, Sometimes it helps. It makes it a little more plain, but, we prefer the KJV a little bit. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9, it says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. So we got to go into this word integrity. H8537. Integrity, completeness, fullness, innocence, simplicity, integrity. Completeness, figuratively, prosperity, usually morally, innocence, full, integrity, perfect, simplicity, uprightliness at a venture, right? Uprightliness, perfection, simplicity, prosperity, morally. You gotta have some uprightness about yourself, some integrity. Integrity is also going into Salakia. Let's get it. Let's get it. Integrity definition. All right, integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity. That's what you, man, listen, you want to be known of being a man of integrity, an honest man, and having strong moral principles. You want to have a high level of morality. Salaki. I guess I got a high level. It said that my screen wasn't sharing because the connection was messing up, but I guess not. All praise to the Most High. We still rolling. Yeah, you want to have a high level of integrity, man, and morality. Strong principles. You know what our principles are? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai. So you want to be known as a man that has a high level of integrity, have some uprightness, have a strong sense of morality and principles about yourself. A man of integrity is regarded as a wise man, right? A man of integrity is regarded as a wise man. You want to be known as a wise man, right? Let's get Proverbs chapter 11. We're going to go one chapter over. We're going to stay in the ESV. We're on verses 2 and 3. It says, when pride comes, oh, Salaki. All right, it should be sharing now. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom. Now, this is going into the wrong kind of pride. You being too proud in the wrong things. You proud to always see. Now, this is the thing. Like, you can talk about where you came from and things that you overcame, but keep it in the right context, though. Don't get to just running off at the mouth, shooting off at the mouth about all the folly that you used to be into, and you kind of coming off like you happy to share, like you proud to have people know all the folly that you was in, and you not highlighting how the Most High brought you out of it. You just kind of going on, and yeah, and I was doing this. I had all the money, I had girls, and I was shooting dice and smoking, and yeah, man, I was the man. And but you're not. Where's the revelation in that? Where's the conversion within that? You're not giving no thanks to the Most High. You're not giving any praise to the Most High for bringing you out of that, right? Then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom. It says, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them. You see, we see that word integrity again. And when we go back to that definition, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. He is known to be a man of integrity, right? So that the integrity of the upright guides them. So when you have strong moral principles, it's gonna guide you because our moral principles in this truth are the laws, statutes, and commandments, and faith in Yahweh Shai. Those things are going to guide you, and you're going to be a man of strong integrity. But when you get away from that and you get into left hand sided pride, the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them. So you're going to be destroyed in that, man. Stay on the right hand side when it comes to pride. Don't get into that wicked pride because there is pride that is on the right hand side. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going, Lord. All right, we're going to get into the book of Titus, mighty book of Titus, chapter 2. And I believe I had, 6 through 8 in the ESV again. It says, Titus chapter 2, verse 6. Likewise, urge the younger men to be self-controlled. Have some self-control about yourself. That's taking pride in your performance, in your public performance. Let's put it that way. Because you're out in public all the time, right? Take some pride in yourself and have some self-control, man. Don't be just all over the place all the time. You acting a damn fool. You looking a fool, and you're not being a strong representative of this truth. You're always being watched, whether you know it or not. Now you know Yahweh and the angels and Yahweh Shai are always watching. You know that. But don't forget that you're being watched by man too. Like a surveillance camera. All the time you being seen. All the time you being judged in somebody's mind. All the time you can either be a good or bad representative of this truth. So have some self-control about yourself. It says, show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works. Like you know that term, that phrase, be a model citizen in the world, be a model citizen. Basically, they're saying you're somebody that people can look up to. You're somebody that if they're trying to better themselves and they're trying to walk upright, they're trying to keep their garment clean. We talking about the truth now. Forget the world. They're trying to keep their garment clean. They're trying to be. They're trying to increase their knowledge. They're trying to increase their teaching. You become that model of good works. You become that person that when you take some righteous pride in yourself, it makes it easier for you to become that person that people look up to and want to be like. And that's okay. You should want to set that type of righteous example by having some righteous pride in yourself. It says, and in your teaching, show integrity and dignity. Have some pride, some integrity, and some dignity about yourself, especially those who are teachers, right? Let's go into dignity. Dignity definition. It says the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. Man, that's heavy. All praise to the Most High. How about Shimmy Shah? You want to have some dignity about yourself, man. Have some pride about yourself. Some have some let's go back to integrity about yourself. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works. And in your teaching, show integrity and dignity. Hey, show yourself. We're gonna get that First Kings too, man. But I think we're gonna end it with that. Show yourself to be a man in this truth. Have some damn righteous pride about yourself, man, and set a good example for the younger. We got the younger generation coming up, man. They calling them YNs and everybody know that stands for young niggas, man. Salakia for my language. Uh, all praises, man. I hope they let me put the video on YouTube. Salakia for my language, but we gotta show the young men how to have some righteous pride in themselves and not be proud to be fake thug killing gangster. Like all of it is just folly, man. We gotta show our young women how to have pride in themselves and dress in modesty and don't be too concerned with the way that they look. And that's not to say that you can't. Obviously, I'm teaching for you to look nice, present yourself presentable. Do your thing in this truth, Lord willing, because once again, you're a representative of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but we got to show you how to do it with righteous pride and not the type of pride that leads to your destruction. It says, and sound speech that cannot be condemned, so that an opponent may be put to shame, having nothing evil to say about us. That's the type of way you want to carry yourself in this truth. You want to have some righteous pride about yourself that your speech can't be condemned. Have some pride in the way that you're talking. Don't just be carrying on in any type of conversations, man. Trying to save face, right? And I've been guilty of that before. Just at work sometimes, just knowing that I don't even get down with the type of conversations that's going on, and sometimes you'll just kind of sit back and you and you try to, but just, man, Lord willing, you can just shut it down completely. Just walk away. Don't entertain those things. Only speak about things that can't be condemned, right? It says so that an opponent may be put to shame. You want to have such righteous pride in this truth that the things you say, the spirits that's coming at you from different people, and they trying to get you to do this and do that, and they talking about this and they talking about that, but the way that you speak puts those spirits to shame, and everybody just kind of looking at you like, man, that brother, that sister, they got just some type of like glow to them or something, man. Like they not like everybody else. That's the type of representative you want to be in this truth. And a lot of that starts with having some righteous pride about yourself, right? I know I keep saying it, but all praise to the Most High. It's the truth. There is, I repeat, there is pride that's on the right hand side. Pride is not always associated with negativity, right? You don't think I'm proud to serve the Lord? I for damn sure am proud to serve the Most High. And I'll tell anyone that I'm proud to serve the Most High. And I'll die. I'll if he blessed me with the opportunity, I'll die a proud, righteous death for Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, Lord willing, man. All right, let's get into this Proverbs 21. What did I have it in? ESV again. I think I'm ending in the ESV. Yeah, I got two more precepts, Lord willing. Proverbs 21 and 3. It says, to do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So have some pride about yourself in your walk. That you doing, of course we all gotta repent. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. Because we all need to repent daily. But cut down on some of the things you need to repent on. Get better at it. Conquer some of the things that's holding you back. Have some righteous pride about yourself, man. Get up. Defeat them things that's holding you down. Stomp it out. Carry yourself, show yourself a man in this truth, or a righteous woman in this truth, man. Striving for righteousness, man. We gotta have some righteous pride about ourselves, man. Lord willing. Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak. All right, we're about to close it up. Let me get this First Kings, chapter 2. First Kings, chapter 2. We're going to read through verse 4, Lord willing. It says, when David's time to die drew near, he commanded Solomon his son, saying, I am about to go the way of all the earth. Be strong and show yourself a man. Man, that's mighty. That's how he pulled his son to the side, like, man, look. I'm not saying literally. I wasn't there, so I don't know if he literally pulled him to the side, but kind of sit his son down. Look, son, I'm about to be on my way up out of here. But guess what? Be strong and show yourself a man in this truth for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Then he told him how to do it. And keep the charge of the Lord your God. Let's keep the commandments. When it says charge, that's command. Keep the commandments of the Lord your God, walking in his ways and keeping his statutes, his commandments, his rules, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that you may prosper in all that you do and wherever you turn. Man, listen. We all, listen, as men in this truth, you got sons. This is what you need to be telling your son. This is what I'm going to be telling my son, Lord willing. To show yourself a man in this truth and have some damn righteous pride about yourself, the way that you're moving, the way that you're talking, the way that you dress, the way that you act, the way that you treat your brothers and sisters in this truth, the way that you teach, the way that you read, the way that you pray, the way that you fast, the way that you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Do it with grace, mercy, sincerity, and have some righteous pride about it, Lord willing. Let's finish it out in verse 4. Lord willing. It says that the Lord may establish his word that he spoke concerning me, saying, if your sons pay close attention to their way, to walk before me in faithfulness with all their heart, and with all their soul, ye shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel. Shema Mashiach Malachi Rashad, man. All praise to the Most High Yahweh Shemi Rashad. That wraps the lesson up. Lord willing, it was edifying to the sheep. Lord willing, it will be edifying as brothers and sisters start to view the video. All praise to the Most High. And we're trying to, come with some edification each week. Lord willing. All praise to the Most High, man. Love you, Yasha Allah. Let's stay steadfast in these last days and these final days, man. We see all this stuff going on. Let's stay steadfast. Let's get right. And let's do everything that we need to do to, Lord willing, be accounted in that beautiful, righteous, glorious 1/3. Ahabatah, Kwam Yashala, Shalom.